Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Naya with Mom Wife Crazy Life, bringing you another video from my debt-free journey. In this video, I'm going to give you a glimpse of where I started compared to where I am today. Stay tuned. Hey guys, today we are stuffing envelopes. We are running with the Dave Ramsey's baby steps to try to get ourselves out of this plundering debt here. So we have that much total with these credit cards and student loans. And I've already taken care of baby step number 1. We have at least $1,000 in our emergency fund. And now we are using cash envelopes and the snowball method to try to get out of debt. All right, so this is my breakdown for these 8 envelopes. And we'll get started. So we're doing $200 to the groceries.
I'm dodging these.
Okay, great. Don't mind my kids, I'm sorry. It's our first attempt here and boundaries, it's always an issue. All right. That's great. Can you back up a little bit?
Okay, Mommy.
Thanks, baby. All right. Restaurants, $35. We don't eat out that much, so I figured if we kept it low, it would just build, and then eventually we can go out. Household, also $30. I have a lot of fun things to try to keep myself, this, like I said, my first attempt, but a lot of fun things to try to keep myself motivated. We are currently a single income household. My husband, who gets his own envelope, stays home and watches our kids because the cost of daycare is astronomical. So it makes sense for him to, bless you, to stay home and take care of them for now. Until, of course, they're all school age, and then hopefully we become a 2-income household and can get through this debt a lot quicker. All right. So that's pretty much everything. Oh my goodness. All right. Clearly I did something wrong somewhere, and I can tell where it is. It's for my restaurants. So I'm gonna stick this one in here.
Mama.
And hold on, please.
Hey, Mom.
Thank you, baby. All right. So I'm just gonna gather them all up.
So I went to the restaurant.
That's okay, babe. And then they go in my folder here. Make great things happen. That's what we're attempting to do. All right, thanks you all for watching. And it'll get better as I do this more and more. At least that's the hopes. This is my second stuffing of envelopes. I already did that since it's a little time consuming. But I didn't want to talk to you guys because previously I had 8 envelopes and now I have 9 because after the first week we come to find that the $200 for the groceries was a little less than what made sense for us. So my husband was not eager on upping the grocery fund. He wants to be more cognizant of what he's buying, and he wants to try it for another 2 weeks to see if he can make $200 work. So in order for him to not take out of the other one of the envelopes, which I have replaced, we now have a miscellaneous. So we'll put $25 in there to cover anything that, for whatever reason, we may go over. All right, so that's where we're at. Trial and error, because like I said, this is only it's my 3rd week, my 2nd paycheck that we have got to to do with these envelopes. So hopefully we can keep making it better and get closer to being debt free. So that's where we were a year and a half ago. Fast forward to today, and if you've watched any of my previous videos, you may be able to pick out some of the changes that we've made. But if you haven't, I will let you know that in the beginning, as you can see from this video, we followed Dave Ramsey. We saved $1,000 in our emergency fund. We did cash envelopes, and we were following the snowball method. Today, we no longer follow Dave Ramsey. No offense to him, but we aren't as strict as he would want us to be. So it's in our best interest to be Dave-ish, as some people say, like take some of his practices and take some of other people's practices. But we changed our debt-free journey to make it more personal to us, to work in our best interest. Dave says to have $1,000 in your emergency fund. It is not enough money to make me feel comfortable, so I did up it to $3,000. We currently have $3,000 saved in our emergency fund. My goal by the end of the year is to have it to $5,000. We are aggressively paying off our debt using the avalanche method now, which is paying the higher interest rate balances first. And probably the biggest change is that we are no longer using cash for everything. I do still try to take cash out for our groceries because I do not do the grocery shopping, my husband does, and it is a much easier visual for him to look in his wallet and say, oh, we only have 80 bucks left, or we only have 30 bucks left. So when we are, figuring out our grocery list and figuring out our meal planning for the week or for however long, it's easier for everybody to comprehend what we're working with. We do have it is a credit card. We have our green credit card that has 3% cash back for dining out, 2% cash back for groceries, and 1% cash back on everything else. It is a higher interest card. We do use that card when it comes to buying groceries if we do go over, getting gas. But with everything being shut down, we're not really going to restaurants like we were. We're not going out and doing the fun things that we've done. So a lot of the cash envelopes that we were using kind of became obsolete. But in order to not completely get rid of them, we started using the buckets that is offered by Yada and Ally, both of whom I have my savings accounts with. And I can divide the money up that way. This way they're still in a bank making interest as opposed to sitting in my room not making interest. Those are some of the major changes that have evolved for our debt-free journey over the course of a year and a half. I'm sure in another year and a half, they will be very different from where they are right now, because this journey is forever evolving. And just remember that nobody's journey is like your own. It's personal finance. It's your debt-free journey. It's all personal to you. So even though we're all posting our videos on here to try to help, give you any inspiration or guidelines or ideas to make it your own, you have to do what's right for you. And you have to start somewhere. So I've been in it for a year and a half. And I just said that I'm sure in another year and a half, it's going to look different, because I know this journey is going to take years, which hurts me a little on the inside because I am very into instant gratification. But being realistic, it didn't take a year or a year and a half to get into the debt that we've accrued. So there's no reason why it should go away in a snap. It's just not how it works. So I hope you found this video helpful, motivating. I don't know, just a realization that look how far I've come. The world got so different in the past year and a half that the trajectory of our path had to change. So we had to just work with it. If you're interested, I hope that you subscribe and watch more of this journey. And if you have any comments on anything you want to know or learn about, or anything that you have questions on, please leave them in the comment box down below. Thanks so much. Have a great day.